Hi, this is Mr. Knowles, and this video focuses on a worksheet called Two Problems. So let's get started here. The worksheet asks you to do a lot of things, and the things I really want you to focus on is using numbers and labeled visual models, as well as words to solve the problem. You're also going to have to write an equation to match. I'm not concerned about time right here, so don't worry about that. I really want you to do all of the problems, so don't worry about that section there. We can cross that out. So just try to attempt all the problems is what I'm asking. So let's get started. 1A. Little Snail is going to visit his grandma, who lives 6 miles away. He can crawl half a mile a day. How many days will it take him to get to his grandma's house? All right. Well, every day he goes half a mile. So day one, I think I'm going to get some graph paper for this. If that's okay with you? So on day one, he travels half a mile. One day. Day two, he travels another half a mile. How far does he have to go? 6 miles. Okay. So right now he's gone 1 mile. Day three, he's another half mile. Day four, he's at 2 miles. And if you don't understand what I'm doing, I'm using the lines of the graph paper to represent 1 mile. So that distance is 1 mile. This distance is 2 miles. So this is 1 mile. This is 2 miles. This would be 3 miles. This would be 4 miles. This would be 5 miles. This would be 6 miles. So at this line, that's when we'll know how many days it takes him. So I'm going to cut them all in half, and I know each one's worth a half. So now I can just put the days in between like that and figure it out. It's going to take him 12 days. So that's a good visual model right there. Well, what were we doing there? We were doing half plus, half plus a half, 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 6 times, right? So the equation for that, I had to think of an equation for that. Little Snail is going to visit his grandma who lives 6 miles away. He can crawl half mile a day. How many days will it take him to get to his grandma's house? And we learned that it was 12. So we're taking the number 6, and what we're really doing is we're dividing it by half, and we get 12 because we have 12 days, right? Mathematically doing that, you might have some parents or adults tell you, well, you could solve this by the reciprocal of half. So thinking of half, thinking of it as 2 over 1, and 6 over 1. And then by doing that, you change the division sign to a multiplication sign. And then 6 times 2 is 12. And 1 times 1 on the bottom is 1. Well, 12 over 1 is the same as 12. So we don't really need that there. And you'd have the number 12 there. The visual part's the tricky part, to draw a picture, which is what I did there on the graph paper. 1b. What if little snail crawled 2/3 of a mile a day? Then how many days would it take him to get to his grandma's house? Okay. I'm going to go back to that graph paper. Now it's 2/3 of a day. That's a little trickier, isn't it? So if I start here, and if I go 2/3, I almost have to break this thing up into thirds to visualize that. And if he travels 2/3 a day, there's 1 day. Use a different color. I think I'll do this. Break them up into thirds. He still has to go 6, right? So up above, all I'm going to do is, this is my starting point. That's 1. There's 2 for 2 miles. 3 up there. That's 3. Right there's 4. Right there's 5. Right there's 6. And then each mile is broken up into thirds. So the first day he traveled 2/3, and now the green one, that's day 2. I think I'll do a tally chart over here for days. Well, day 3, he's there. Day 4, he's there. Day 5, he's there. Day 6, he's there. Day 7, day 8, day 9, he makes it 6 miles. So it's 9 days. So what we're going to do is take 6 divided by 2/3, because that's what we were doing, equals 9. Is that what I said? 9? No. Is that right? Yep, 9 days. Mathematically, you would take 6 times the reciprocal of 2/3, which is 3 over 2. And remember, this is written as 6 over 1, or you can do that. And what's 6 times 3? That's 18. And 1 times 2 is 2. And what's 18 halves, or what's 18 divided by 2? Well, simplified, that's the number 9. 2 more. How many half cup servings are there in 6 cups of ice cream? Okay, well, this one actually to me is easier. I'm going to draw 6 things, 6 cups. And cut them all in half. And then how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12. So what did we do? We took the number 6, we took 6 cups, we divided it in half, we got 12. 12 cups. No, 12 cups. How many half cup servings? 12 servings, excuse me. All right. How many 3/4 cup servings are there in 6 cups? All right, so same thing. Draw 6 things. And what I would do is I'd cut them into fourths. Because we're going to be working in fourths, basically. I mean 3/4, but it's 3/4. I mean 3 of the 1/4. And then I'm going to use some different colors here. So how many 3/4 cup servings are in 6 cups? Well, there's one. Put a tally right there. 1. There's 2. There's 3. So you can see I'm going to have at least 6, right? 4, 5, and 6. So I don't know if I need my tally chart because there's at least 6 because there's 3/4 in every cup. So I erase that. So I have 6 right now. 6 servings. And then if I put together 3 of these fourths, there's one more. And it looks like I have one more over here. So 2 more servings there. So 6 plus 2, it's 8. What did we do there? We took 6 and we divided it by 3/4 is equal to 8 servings. You might want to know how to do that mathematically. Well, you'd take 6 and instead of dividing by 3/4, you'd times it by the reciprocal of 3/4, which is 4/3. And remember, 6 can be seen as 6 over 1. Then you multiply the top number. 6 times 4 is 24. And you multiply the bottom numbers. 1 times 3 is 3. And then this is where you have a small division problem because 24 over 3 is the same as 24 divided by 3, which is 8. That's the math way. That's one your parents probably remember. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, please ask.